Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Today, we are just continuing on taking some new things about GIMP and how to use it for creating something that we may use it and what is the requirement from the market. So one of the things that is really important is creating something like a logo or something like a stamp for somewhere or for some project. For example, for our project, if you want to create a logo and a stamp for it, so how we can do it. So first we are starting with creating a logo. How to create a logo? We want to try to mix between the objects that we have it and then put in some text as a simple idea. However, maybe some of you have greater idea and they are more creative than me. So you can just try to create your own logo by doing any of the things, but I'm just doing it this way to make it simple for all. So how to do this? We are just first creating a new background or a new image by new, then click. Here, I can just make it both 10 by 80 and I'm going to advance. In advance, I will change. I don't touch any of these. I will just change the fill width. I want just to have a transparency because as I told you, while we are creating a logo, we can just use it on any sort of background. For example, if it be white, black, blue, any background, you can just use it. So it is nice and easy. We are just using transparency background for it. So just say, okay, now I have this as a sign that I have a transparency background because this is mean that there is no color, nothing at all. So we have this layer here as a background and it's written here background. So what I'm doing now, I just want to be precise with the measurement. So what I have in image, I'm just going to the tabs here, click on image, and here what we have guides. In guides, what I have new guide. So in new guide for horizontally, I will just pick the position of 50%. Okay, so you see this line being just created right now. So again, for the vertical, I do the same. Go to guides, then new guide. Here, I will just pick the vertical and then okay. So I have vertically aligned and horizontally aligned. So this is the middle of our layer. So if I want to add anything, I can just start from here. So for this purpose, I can just choose something like, let's say I will just pick this square, and to make it be in the center, I will just go to the very center and start drawing sort of square, and to make it to be in the center vertically, I will press Control, and horizontally, I will press Shift. Sorry, I just made a mistake. Again, I'm just going to the center because I'm using this part mouth, so it's quite annoying. So as you see, it just creates something from all the points is exactly the same. So if you are measuring this quarter is exactly the same as this one, and at that one, and at this one. So all of them, they are similar to each other. So if I want to fill it, we have two ways, or I will just use the bucket to fill it, or I can just go to edit, and from edit, I can fill it with the foreground color, which is how to know what is the foreground color. From here, we have black and white. If we have any color, it doesn't matter. So because I want to make it black, so even if it's any other color, I'm just going here and I will pick black to just make it black. So I'm going here and then fill it with the foreground color. So I see here, it's being filled with a foreground color and everything's fine. And from select, I just do non-select to just have my square here. Then I will create another square just to have thick edge. Again, I do the same thing. From here, I will just create something like this and then shift and control. And I will have something like this. So now to just delete this background, the black background, what I'm doing, I'm just pressing delete on the keyboard. I just remove the background from here. And again, I just go to unselected again. Now what I have just this edge is quite obvious and it's thick enough. Then after I create this, I can just make sure that I have this as a background here. Then what I'm doing, I'm adding a circle. For adding the circle, I do the same, click here and make sure that the feather edge is not selected, because if it's selected, it's gonna be feathery and soft. I don't want a soft edge. I just want a harsh and a strong edge. So I'm just making sure that this is not selected. Then what I'm doing, again, I'm just going to the very center. Then from here, I will just click, draw something, Control and Shift. Then I will draw what I want to make. So I want to draw something like this. Sorry, because I'm not using a normal mouth. This part mouth is just drive me crazy, or let's say drove me crazy indeed. So I have this one. Again, I'm just going to edit and then fill it with the foreground. I have something like this, and I just do non-select again, and then create the second one here in the center. Create something, Control Shift, and then I will draw my edge as this one, then press delete. To make this another layer, non-select, I will just go here and create a layer, and I will make sure that it's also transparency, then fill with transparency, and then create. So I just made this a layer, and this is another layer, which we have a layer over a layer. Now, after we just made this, I think I did a mistake here. Yes. So first, I just have this layer. Then to create my other layer, let's make sure, yeah. So to create the other layer, I have just come here. And as I told you, I have just to create my circle. Control Shift. And do. It's quite annoying, but if you are using a normal mouse, it's gonna be way much easier. I just create this. Something like this. Then here I can just create a layer. Make sure that this is transparency and okay. Then fill it. Then just unselect and then create the second circle just to make the edge. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm using this pad mouth. It's just like not responding fully. So I will just delete this one. So I have two layers. This is the background layer, and this is the layer for the circle that I just made it right now. So it's nice and clear here. I can see both of them. So now I just do non-select, and I just create something like this. So I'm just going here and I will move this layer just to change the direction of my square. I just want it to be sort of diagonal one. So I'm just clicking on rotate. It's a normal tools that we just took it. After clicking, I just can move it something like this. Yes. So I just say rotate. So if you look at it, you see that there's a circle and there's this square here. So I'm going again to the first layer. And here I just want to make some space in this between, just to show that this layer is sort of being joined together. So how to do it? I can just right click here and then go to alpha to select. Then after clicking alpha to select, I'm just going to select, and here I'm just using draw. So it's just like one, so I can just make it something like, let's say 5. Okay, I just give it a thicker background here. Then I can create a layer for this one as well. And we should make sure that it's transparency and okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm just going to color. What I did, I just went to select and I grow it. Then I'm just going to color. From color, I have curves. Then from curves, I will just pick another color and drag this up. And then, okay. I'm sorry, I have to be here. Always, I'm doing the same mistake. I just choose red and then grab this and take it up. Okay. And I can from here choose the transparency and make it a bit lighter like this. So what I'm doing, I'm just going here to the eraser. Okay. And then I will go here and I will erase this bit. So I will try just to make it something like this. Then going here, this one, 3, and then going up, 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 up. Yes, clear this one. Again, going here, up, up. Yes, like this. And at the end, we have this part. And we can just make it. We have to be a bit precise here and clear. So now, after we clear this one, we are just placing delete on the, sorry, need this under. So we are just pressing delete here. And then we are going back there. I think this is not letting me to do it properly. Yes, so before anything, we are like this, not select. So we have the first layer here and the second layer here. Today, I don't know, like this mouse is just like making everything for me so hard and difficult, because it's not a proper mouse for graphic design, because you know that for graphic design you need to have some sort of uh, uh, mouse that can be more accurate and more precise in the work. No, she's not here, Shema. But she's not sick. Hopefully she is fine, but she has to do some other job. That's why she's not here. So yeah, we are just using the eraser. We are just trying to erase. You can just do it from here. Erase this bit, and then going down, erase this bit, and then here, this bit, and let's look. Oh, I did a mistake again. I have to leave this here and erase this one. It's so hard indeed, because you have to be so careful and not making any even a slight mistake, because it just ruins everything. So I think now it's fine. Yes, now it's better, because we see this curve here and a curve there and a curve here. So we just made these things to look that this one is just going over it. And then what else we can do? We just create this one and then go into background again. Now I'm just adding a text here. And then right. For example, we have impact. We suppose that we are just creating a logo for impact. So we just wrote impact here. And then we can just change the size from here, make it bigger or smaller. I think we need to make it a bit bigger. Okay. And we can just make a change between the letter, the space between the letter. Yeah, something like this is fine. So here we have this. So to make it be more in the center, what we can do, we are just going to edit, to the layer and say crop to content. We just go into layer and crop this bit as a different layer. After we cropping, we are just going to the alignment here, click on it. Just make it bigger. Okay. We are just selecting it, and then we just make it center in both vertically and horizontally. Now it's in the center and it's nice and clear, and so obvious that we have it like this. So what else we can just add? We can just add something else, another text here. UOS, University of Soleimani. So we have this. We can just make a copy of this layer, duplicate, and then take one of them. I just need to make sure that I select it. Using this guy. Yes. You can just bring this down, and this one can be up there. Go again here and click. You can just go to here and make it justified like this. And also for this one and this one, we're using the shift to to select both of them and then make it in the center. So I think both of them are in the center. And if I want to change anything here, I have to go again to here, and then from this bit, I will just click and I will write WFP. So it's fine now. Let's go down here and then align, select it, the center, yeah. So this one is in the center and that one is in the center as well. We can change the text here. If I want to choose another text for this one, I'm just going to typography, and from here I will pick another text or font family. Make it smaller. Just here. 45. Scale. Just make it smaller. And scale. This one as well. Here, select this one, make it smaller. Scale. And then again, select them both. Shift. Second one. And then that's good. So this is what we have here. We just create this logo. We can make sure that this logo is fine. So how to save this logo as a PNG, how to do this. So what we can do, we can just go here to file, and then from file, we have export. We are just clicking on export, and from export, we can just make it a PNG. We will just name it hi, and we can just save it in the picture and say export. So here it just asks me to have anything that I want. I want just to have no background for it and then export. So I already created, and this is hi. This is the logo that we have. We just created right now. And as some of you ask if we can just change the colors, yes, you can just change the colors. You can just make any of these, select them the way that we selecting, and we used the select tool. So we are just using the select tool to just select these bits by the selectors. For example, you can just use this select tool and select this bit. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the background. No, the circle layer. I can select this bit and give it another layer, another color, sorry. So from here, I will just pick red and click. And for this one as well, you can just do it by using this selector. Take this, go here, pick another color like this, okay, and then use it for here, this one, okay. for this one. So each of them, you can just use another color for them as we did it right now. It's all up to you, and you can just do it whenever and wherever you want. So what we did, we are just using a selector, selecting the bit that we want, then going to the one that we can choose it, and then fill it. For this one as well, selector, because we just made it layers, so it can be done whenever and wherever you want and how you prefer it. So let's pick this one. Yes. So now we have such a colorful logo as you requested for. So you can just make it, but for the background, we have no color, because if we are using a color, so it's not going to be a logo, because you cannot put it on anything and anywhere. You have to just put it, if we want to use a black background, you can just put it on a black background color. For example, if you want to put this logo on a t-shirt, we can just put it on any t-shirt, if it be white, black, blue, gray, anything. But if we are using a background for this, we cannot put it on any background. That's why we just put it a transparency background, and you see all the backgrounds here are clear. And if you want to make opacity for them, you can just use this opacity here. Even for the main background, you can just use the opacity for it. If you want to make it lighter or darker, it's all up to you. You can just do it, and it's all in your order. So you can just make this any other color and use any other color for them. Even if you want to make each of these letters in a different color, because in the morning they asked me about this. So yes, you can just do it. As I told you, you are just picking this and choose the, sorry, we are not on the layer. Choose this one and give it a different color, and choose that one and give it a different color. It's all up to you. You can just make a colorful logo, because why we have all these colors, just to make things easier for you and create what you want and what you planning for. Well, this is the first bit. So if I want to create a stamp also, I can do it the same way. I will just create something like this with the opacity as well. Sorry, here, transparency, and then okay. We just create this. Now, if you want to create circle shape or any shape, before that, sorry, we are just going to image, to be precise, create this image, guides, and then horizontal as well. So we have horizontal and vertical. Then if we want to create certain shape, sorry, again, I will have a big problem here. So if I want to make such a shape, okay, so again, I can just go here and fill it with this color. Oh, should I fill it with this color? No, I don't like it. I will change this to black. And then I'm going here and say, fill it with the black. Then unselect none here. Then we are just making the second one. And then control, sorry. Life is not easy. Life is not easy with this guy. Oh my God. Guys, it's really hard. I never thought that it's that difficult using this sort of, uh, yes. Oh my God. I'm always using a normal mouth for this sort of things, but now I understand it's not easy. So yeah, non-select. Now to bring the logo of impact, what I'm doing, I'm just going to file, and we took this open as a layer. So we will bring the logo of impact open. We have it here. And by using the select by color, we are just using this and then delete. So we removed all the background, the white background for the photo. And we can just go to color and make it black and white by using the saturation. And so color, let's just use hue saturation. We just want to remove all the colors. Why it's not accepting? So let's do it from here. Right click, scale layer. I don't want to scale it, sorry. Right click. And just do it from here. I cannot see it. Where is it? I can't see it here, and also from the saturate. One color. Just it's not letting me to use any of these. I just want to make it black and white. Even the color saturation is not letting me to do it. Let's see the color balance. I don't want to use this one. Range. From the saturation, you can just do it, but I don't know why it's not accepting. There's something wrong with our photo. I believe strongly. Because you can just rescale it here. I don't want opacity. Set. Yes, from the native color, we just want to well, I don't know why this is not accepting, because normally you can just from here, from the saturation, change the saturation of the color that you are using, but here is not even answering, not just not working, it's not even answering here. Our tags. Visible, okay. it's fine, but it's not letting me to make it black and white. Anyway, so what we can do here, just select it with the selector and see if it's doing it for me right now. No. So it's fine. I will just try to check it why it's not responding. Let's see from the channel. And, so there's something wrong with my photo, I guess, because it's not letting me to use the channel even. Green, the blue. No, I don't want this. Yes. So yeah. I will check it later on because I think there's something with my wrong with this photo or this logo. So I will just Muhammad, what's wrong? I just recorded, yes. Yes, yes, I do. I do. I'm recording and I will do it for sure. Don't worry. And I think I just posted the day before. Thursday, I just posted. I remember I posted, so I will do this as well. Be sure. No worries. So yeah. So now I just want to use this as a stamp. So I have to write something here. So what I'm doing, I can just write here UOS, University of Soleimani, and then go to use selector, select it, and then go into layer. I can just crop the layer and use this guy and make it, sorry, according to the image, select it and then make it in the center here. And then I can just make it, oh, sorry, it's too much. I can just select it later on, okay? So I can just use this one and then duplicate this guy. Then go into here, take this guy somewhere else like this. Yeah. So if I want to change this layer, change the text, edit, I can just make it WFP like this. So again, I'm going here, select this guy, then layer, for content here, and then to the image, I want just to make it center. Also, like, oh, sorry, I didn't select it. So I just want it to be in the center like this. So yeah, if you want to rescale them, we can just rescale them the way that we did it before. So for example, I select this one and I go to scale. For example, for any of them, I can just go and scale. After selecting, um, I can just scale them. This one, it's not letting me because it's too small to just rescale. Uh, you see, because it's too small, when is this sign here, which is like a minus on a circle, it means that you cannot select here. And that's why I cannot find any place to just click and reselect. But if, let's say, I'm going to the logo, and if I select here, I can just rescale. But here it doesn't let me, even within WFP, I cannot rescale. It's fine. So if we want to create such a logo like this, such a stamp, we can just make it as you see here. This is our stamp. And for the color also, I don't know, there's 2 or 3 ways to just change the color to black and white. One is from the channel, which is not letting anything to done here. And also we have it from saturate, from color, and then going to saturate. We can rescale it here, but it's not letting me. So I have to recheck it and see what is the issue with this. Is it this photo, or is it's in general? If you are bringing a photo, you cannot change the color to black and white, but it's fine. As you see, you can just do it the way that you want and do the things accordingly as you want. So let's see if I can find a place to rescale this guy. It's not letting anything happen because it's too small. But as you see here, we have our photo, and it's a stamp that we can just create it for impact project, something like this. Nice and easy. So prepare yourself. Tomorrow we will try to make a personal logo. So each of us, we will try to create a logo for ourselves, and we have to be creative, because for someday I will give you a duty. This is the test for this project, or for graphic design. I will give you an idea. For example, maybe I will give you text. I will ask you to convert this text to a logo for me. So you have to think about the information in the text. For example, I will ask you, okay, I have a company, is more like its background is for business. I do different sort of business, like um, transforming and bringing things. I like something like this. I will give you an idea, and I will ask you to create a logo for me. Or sometimes I will give you a name, and I will ask you to create a logo with using this name. So these things, you can just do it and create the logo for me by using the GIMP, as I did it right now. So I just create this logo because I just found it's interesting to have these colors together, or I can just make it simple and not using anything like that. So you can just do it this way, not select. Yeah. So you can just do it this way, or you can just like create your own logo by mixing some other things together, or just like using a certain letters and create a logo from it. So yeah, this is how you show me that you are creative and you deserve to be in the next level, which is an advanced course in graphic design with Javoto. So I'm looking forward to see your creative ideas. So tomorrow I'm doing something, and then Thursday with Mama Stabnar, you will have um, review from A to Z. Then Saturday, no, Sunday, yeah. Sunday, we will do our weekly exam in graphic design. So thank you so much for your participation and hope you understand everything fully. Unfortunately, today also Mom Sabna is not here. So I hope that you are just practicing by your own. Thanks for all of you. So we will try tomorrow to make something more fun and more creative. I'm not familiar with those things, Fennec. Indeed, like GIMP is more easier in the matter of the tools that is here, and is open source and it's for free. That's why we just use this one. Indeed, if you want, we can just use Photoshop, but Photoshop, as you know, it required graphics and it required more hardware specified, and also it's not for free. That's why I didn't want to put any of you in a situation, say, okay, your license expired, or in a matter of sudden, sometimes it's just like stopping you from working. That's why we just use this software. This software is so easy and so user friendly, and indeed it's just doing exactly the same thing that the other software are doing, especially Adobe's. So yeah, you can just like use this for anything that you want. And I think until now we did all the things with this guy, and it was nice and easy without any problem. So yeah, let's see tomorrow. Inshallah, I will try to create a logo by using a name. Then we will try to create a logo by using, let's say, photo. So we will mix things together, because you know how to edit photo with the GIMP. So editing photo is something really easy, and you just saw how useful this software is. So we are just trying to create a logo with it, and we will understand everything fully. So maybe from next week, I will just send your name to Javoto and they will contact you soon. Yes, exactly. You can just make anything with it. It's so nice and so easy. Everything is doable with it. So yes, Fennec. Um, Inshallah, tomorrow we will try to create some extra things, and then Sunday you have the test. After the test, I will just straight send the names to Javoto, because we are not doing any more tests later on. We will try to work on our projects for the end of this course. So the project is going to be released soon, inshallah, from the beginning of next week. Thank you so much for everyone, and wish you best of luck with GIMP. and I'm sure that you will do your best and try to practice um, until tomorrow. So tomorrow we will do some fun thing as we did it today. Thank you again, and bye-bye.